Hey guys, so this week I have a watercolor and just a little bit of pencil drawing of just a random character eating her can of something in a scrapyard in like a post-apocalyptic setting. And I had this idea last week, and I had to push it back, and I don't remember the reason why. I think maybe I just couldn't get it done in time, but yeah, so this changed quite a bit from what I originally envisioned. I originally was going to have like a character with long black hair, and she was just kind of going to be sitting on a car, and there was going to be another car behind her, and there was just going to be the trees right after that, and there was kind of going to be like silhouettes of like body, just silhouettes of figures, like, coming toward her, kind of, signaling more danger. And I don't know what prompted me to change it. It just sort of happened that way. It's just sort of like you just see that like vision in your mind, and you're like, oh yeah, that's it, and you just change it like that. And so I just like saw this girl with like red poofy hair eating, maybe with her dog or something, and like the mood changed and everything a lot, because the original was going to be like a lot cooler in palette. And yeah, so speaking of the color palette though, I really like how the colors turned out, and it turned out pretty close to what I saw in my mind. I tried to stay away from really intense greens to kind of give off that overall like dry, kind of dead look. That's kind of what I wanted, was this very dry look. Yeah. I can't draw cars for the life of me, but I think these turned out okay-ish. Like, I don't think they look great. I don't think they're amazing drawings of cars, but I think that they look all right in the setting that they're in. This was drawn on Strathmore cold press watercolor paper, and no, that's a lie. Last week I did the last week's drawing was done on this paper too, but before that I haven't used this paper before. And the last watercolor paper I used was that Faber-Castell hot press, and so this was kind of different, and especially inking on it was really hard. I kept feeling like I was gonna like break my nibs because the surface is so rough. But I rather quite like how it turned out. I kept having to resist the urge though to thicken up the lines, because I would normally go quite a bit thicker than what I did here, but I kind of had this look in mind, and so I just sort of left it, and I do like how it looks, so I'm glad that I did. Is there anything else to say? I'm trying a new editing software. I'm trying to use Lightworks. I haven't ever gotten around to like just getting away from Windows Media Maker. I didn't even intend to use it for this long. I think I'm getting kind of close to when I started uploading videos. I think so. It's been almost a year. I think maybe it's June. Like, it was like May or June that I started uploading videos. I'm not sure. And I didn't intend to use Windows Media Maker for that long, but it was just kind of one of those things where like the week would roll around, like it was time for me to upload my videos, so I knew how to use it, and I would just try to edit the video quickly, and I wasn't quite sure what other software to try out, but I heard some people talking about Lightworks, and I was like, well, it can't hurt to try it, right? So yeah, if you're watching this, that means that I figured it out. there was one point like close to, well, I thought I was close to being done, and I guess I kind of was, but and I just sort of realized that I had to go a little bit darker with my values in the foreground. There just wasn't enough contrast. Everything was a little bit too light, and I do like the sort of soft look, but it didn't look good when I restood back because everything just kind of blended together and looked all the same. I wanted to give off this mood though that she's kind of in a not a moment of peace. I don't know. Like she's safe right now, but I wanted to give off this feeling that there's definitely like danger lurking out there. That's kind of the mood I was going for, and I think the color palette works really well with it, especially it getting cooler more toward like more off in the distance, it being cooler. I used more blues and purples back there, and in the foreground there was a lot more yellow and desaturated green and stuff like that, and like rusty red kind of colors. I used just a little bit of colored pencil toward the end to just kind of fix everything up. Like I used a terracotta, I think, and I know I used Tuscan red, and I don't know if it was indigo blue or if it was just indigo. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I think I'm rambling. I think I'm going to leave it here because I can't really think of anything else to talk about. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.